One of the best ways to earn passive income in crypto is through staking your assets, and there's so many different types. There's lock staking, there's delegating to validators, there's liquid staking, and it can all seem super confusing. But don't worry, we're going to go through all the major ecosystems and show you all the different staking opportunities so that way you can earn a little bit of extra passive income on your crypto. We're going to be covering things like Avalanche ecosystem, Terra Luna, which is very popular for airdrops, as well as Cosmos. We'll even be covering Fantom, as well as the StNEAR ecosystem. And once you stake your crypto, I'm going to show an additional few DeFi strategies that can be used to kind of build on top of it so that way you can earn even more rewards. What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Crypto with Nick. I'm a crypto enthusiast and DeFi investor, and my goal is to always share the best DeFi, NFT, and gaming strategies on this channel. So let's get into today's video on staking. If you want to dive straight into the different staking and DeFi strategies, the timestamps are included below. Go ahead and skip ahead. But if you're curious on really what is the difference between proof of work and proof of stake, stick around. Let's dive into it. And I know a lot of people are always curious, why do we need to stake crypto? Well, staking your crypto actually helps secure the network in a proof of stake consensus model. And that's because a lot of cryptocurrencies or different layer 1 blockchains run on the consensus mechanism known as proof of stake. Something like Ethereum and Bitcoin actually run on the consensus mechanism known as proof of work. The best way to explain the difference between proof of work and proof of stake is, let's consider a marathon race, and let's pretend there's 100 runners. Right? There's only going to be one winner of this race, but all 100 people are going to run for it and attempt to win it. Right? When the one person at the end wins, they're going to get a medal, right? Congratulations. But that 99 people that didn't win, well, they just wasted all their resources and energy. And this is exactly how Bitcoin and Ethereum work, which is why a lot of people talk about how wasteful it is and how high energy consuming it is and how it's bad for the environment. Now, Ethereum actually plans to change from proof of work to proof of stake later this year in something called the merge on the roadmap. That's definitely for another video. But let's talk about now what proof of stake is. Proof of stake is this idea where if we take that same marathon of 100 participants, instead what we're going to do is we're just going to select a winner at the start. We're going to say, hey, person A, why don't you run this marathon? And if you get to the end, I'll give you the reward. And this is what helps preserve so much energy in a proof of stake consensus, because now the other 99 people can rest and relax until they're chosen to run the race. Let's dive into the first ecosystem, which is going to be my favorite layer 1 blockchain, Avalanche. This is Banky Finance, a popular money market on the Avalanche ecosystem with almost $1.5 billion in total value locked. Banky Finance introduced a really innovative concept for Avalanche, which was liquid staking, and this helped unlock $1 billion of capital for the ecosystem. And the reason why liquid staking is so powerful is because with traditional staking, you stake your coins with a validator, and sometimes it can take anywhere from 14 to 21 days to unstake and get those funds back in your wallet. And if you're enjoying this video so far, go ahead and hit that like button and consider subscribing. It would truly mean a lot to me. It genuinely helps with the YouTube algorithm, but let's get back into this. But with liquid staking, it's this idea of you stake your crypto and I'll give you a token that's liquid, meaning you can buy, sell, trade that token and use other DeFi strategies in the. So here on Banky Finance, if you go ahead and stake your Avalanche, you're going to be getting 7.2% APR, not so bad. But before we just stake our crypto, let's look at a few key details that we need to know. So the total AVAX staked, it's over 3 million AVAX. It's quite impressive. But really what I want you to pay attention to here is the unstaking cooldown period. This is 15 days. This is the period that if you want to unstake your crypto, you have to wait. So once you go ahead and initiate an unstaking mechanism, you have to wait 15 days. And then you're given this redemption period, this 2 days to come in and claim your staked cryptos. If you don't claim it in that 2 days, what happens is it restakes the crypto and all the timers reset. And I know what you're thinking. You said, Nick, this is liquid staking, so why do I need to stake and unstake my tokens if I have a liquid version? And the answer is technically you don't. You can go ahead and go to a popular decentralized exchange like Trader Joe and actually exit a position almost immediately. And we can see here, if we come over here to Trader Joe, the #1 decentralized exchange on Avalanche, we plug in AVAX NS AVAX, right? Almost a 1-for-1 swap here. You can easily enter or exit the position anytime you want. But now that we've staked our AVAX, it's earning 7.2% APR, I'm going to introduce you to Anchor Protocol, where you can now leverage your staked AVAX to go ahead and collateralize it and borrow against it. If you aren't familiar with Anchor Protocol, they have $1 billion in TVL. It's one of the most blue chip projects in all of DeFi where you can earn 18% on your stablecoins. So if we come over here to the borrow tab of Anchor Protocol, we can see here AVAX is one of the available collateral types, meaning what we can do is provide our AVAX as collateral and we can borrow against that. We are going to pay 4.9% for this loan, but we can go ahead and take our borrowed funds and stake them in this platform for 18%. So let's start at the beginning, right? We went to Banky Finance, we deposited our Avalanche, we're going to earn 7.2% APR on that Avalanche. We've come over here with our liquid staked AVAX, we deposit it as collateral, we take a loan against it. We are going to pay 4.9% for that loan, but with those borrowed funds, we're going to come over here to the earn side of the platform and get that 18% APY paid out in UST, which is a stablecoin. The next ecosystem we're going to cover is going to be the NEAR and Aurora ecosystem. All the applications and strategies I show you will actually be on Aurora, which is the EVM compatible layer of NEAR, meaning you can use things like your MetaMask wallet. So here is the meta pool, and here in this application, you can stake your wrap NEAR to earn 10% APY. You can withdraw it at any time. There is a small fee, 0.1%, so pay attention to that. And with your new staked NEAR, you can go ahead and come over to something like TriSolaris, the #1 DEX on Aurora. You could do something like this pool where you pair it up with more wrap NEAR. This is going to be 0% and permanent loss, and you're going to earn an additional 9% on some of that pool. And this is really cool because that means you're going to earn 10% on the staked NEAR. And then if you bring 50% over here and pair it up with some wrap NEAR, you earn another 10% on top of that. So 50% of this pool, you're earning 20% APY. And then the other 50%, which is going to be like the wrap NEAR, you're earning that 10%. If you're looking to do something like lending and borrowing like we did on Avalanche, you can come over here to the Bastion protocol. Here you can go ahead and stake your NEAR and supply it. You notice that they have these little realms down here, so let's click the stake NEAR realm, and you can see here there's an option for stake NEAR, and it'll go ahead and pay you 8.2%, which is pretty good. So remember, you can bring it over to the meta pool, earn that 10% when you stake your NEAR, bring that stake NEAR over here, earn another 8%, so now you're earning 18%. You can go ahead and borrow against it, but you are going to pay 5%, so I'm not sure that's really worth it, but definitely an option. I'd also encourage you to check the rates over at Origami. Origami is another popular money market on the Aurora ecosystem, almost $1 billion in TVL. And if we look at Origami, we can see here there is a pool for stake NEAR, again, 7% APY on top of that. Remember, meta pool, 10%, Origami, almost another 7%, so 17% give or take. Bastion protocol seems like the better choice for right now, but these rates could change, so make sure you look at them before you decide. So here is Terra Station. We can see that if we stake our Luna, we're going to get a staking return of around 6.6% a year. Next, we're going to dive into the Terra ecosystem. This is actually the first time that I got exposed to staking. I think it's still one of the most popular ecosystems that people do decide to stake and delegate for many different reasons, because Terra is known not only for giving you a return on your investment, but for also giving you really awesome airdrops. So if you aren't familiar on how to pick a validator, you want to look at a couple of things. One is voting power. Orion Money is an extremely popular validator with 5% of voting power. A lot of people would say that's too much and that they actually encourage you to stick with a different validator to help with the decentralization aspect of the network. But something others to consider here is that they do have a 5% commission, meaning you're going to pay them 5% of your rewards, and they do have an uptime of almost 100%, pretty good. You really want to try to find things around 100% because if they're offline, then they're not helping you out. So let's see if we can find maybe a good validator to look at. So Orion Money, not a bad choice, right? Extremely popular. If we change this to 0% commission, we can actually see this all knows one looks pretty good. 0% fee has a nice blue check, right? Let's check it out. It has its own website if you want to learn a little bit more about it. So let's scroll down so we can learn a little bit more about this validator, right? Uptime 100%, that's awesome. We can see here 0% commission, last changed 8 months ago. They are allowed to change the commission by 1% every day if they choose to do so, all the way up to 100%. That's actually pretty wild. I don't think they would ever do that, right? But it's just something to pay attention to, right? But they would have to change it 1% every day, so it would take them 100 days to do that. If we check out something like Orion Money, we can go ahead and scroll down here. Again, last changed the commission 7 months ago. 5% currently, can only change it though 0.5%, and the max can only ever be 10%. This is what I like to see, right? This is why Orion's one of the most popular validators out there. We're going to check out one more. We're going to check out one of my favorite people is Dankuar. He runs a community validator. We have a great uptime of 99%, a max commission of 10%, and it's at 420 right now, which was last changed 3 months ago, and you can change it 1% a day, right? So very popular person. A lot of the community loves and adores DocuR. He really dedicates his time, so definitely consider delegating to his validator if it's something you're interested in. So there's a few other strategies that you can use to delegate your Luna, but I want to show you this website. This is airdrops.io, and you can see here's all the different airdrops that Luna holders have received for just delegating their Luna to different validators. And there's some really popular protocols here. We have things like the Anchor protocol, we have Mirror, Mars protocol, and Astro, which just launched, and we have Nebula, which is coming soon. So some of these airdrops are actually like, I think 4 and 5 figure airdrops, right? They're very lucrative. So definitely something that's worth doing if you're already holding Luna, right? Why not delegate it? Try to get some free airdrops. Another option for staking your Luna is going to be through something known as Lido Finance. Here you're going to earn 7% APY on staked Luna. If we come over here, we have the option to bond our Luna, to stake Luna, or bonded Luna. You can use these different assets with different DeFi strategies and protocols on the Terra ecosystem. Now we can see here the difference between stake Luna and bonded Luna, right? Stake Luna is a token that represents the stake Luna in Lido. This combines the value of the initial deposit and the staking rewards. Here when it comes to bonded Luna, this represents your stake in Lido, but the B Luna rewards have to be claimed manually via the claim tab. So something like stake Luna, this is going to be auto compounded rewards, which is going to be really great if you just want to stake it and forget it. Something like bonded Luna is more important if you're going to be exploring the Terra ecosystem and want to interact with different DeFi strategies. So if you went ahead with bonded Luna, we're back at Anchor protocol, which initially started on the Terra ecosystem. You can provide bonded Luna up as collateral, do the same thing, borrow a loan against it, 4.9%. Take those borrowed funds and deposit them back into Anchor and earn 18% on your stablecoins. One more application for the Terra ecosystem, and that is the Prism protocol. The Prism protocol is actually really unique. It has this thing called Refract. So what you do is you provide Luna, and it gives you P Luna and Y Luna in return. And once you receive P Luna or Y Luna, you can come over here to the staking tab, and you have a few different options with your Y Luna. With your Y Luna, you can come over here and stake your Y Luna, right? It says receive airdrops for Luna staking rewards, which then go ahead and convert to P Luna and Y Luna, right? This is going to earn you a 9% APR. Now make sure you keep your P Luna and your Y Luna. You do need them to merge them back together to something known as C Luna. This is essentially complete Luna, right? This is how you get back to Luna. But because Prism protocol definitely deserves its own entire video, just know you can come over here, stake your Luna, and earn 9%. Next up, we're going to be talking about the Cosmos ecosystem. This is going to be including things like the Atom token, Osmosis, and JUNO. So if you're using your Kepler wallet, you can go ahead and pull up this dashboard, right? And this will give you a few different options for staking your crypto, right? We can see here Atom for 17% APR, Osmosis for 60% APR. I think if we scroll down here, we'll even see things like Crypto.com for 15% APR and even JUNO for 98% APR. And it's really cool because Cosmos is a lot like Terra, right? If you stake your crypto, there's tons of airdrops that come to these ecosystems, right? I know people have been very happy, and that's why so many people love staking their crypto here with the Kepler dashboard. If we check out the site Cosmos airdrops, we can see here tons of different airdrops, right, coming to the Cosmos ecosystem. Notably, one that I've been really excited about is probably the EVMOS. This is an EVM chain that's joining the Cosmos ecosystem and the whole IBC protocol, right? Should open up a ton of new opportunities for Cosmos. Somebody also put together this awesome spreadsheet. We can see here things like JUNO were airdropped to people who staked Atom before February 18, right? A ton of different other projects. Go ahead. Looks like it was created by Crypto Alex N. Give him a follow, I guess. Another amazing thing for the Cosmos ecosystem is over here on the Osmosis zone, they have something known as superfluid staking. You see all these pools here with like this fun border around it, pool 1, pool 3, right? These are superfluid staking enabled. With superfluid staking, it's a lot like liquid staking, but it's definitely much more mature and an enhanced version of it, right? It provides a lot more security to the network. And with superfluid staking, you do have to pick this 14-day unbonding period, so there is some time lapse, but you get a 51% APR plus an additional 14% APR, right? Much better than the traditional options. And finally, we're going to check out Stater Labs for the Fantom ecosystem. Now, Stater Labs does allow staking for other ecosystems as well, but I think there's other better opportunities. But for Fantom, I think this might be the best one. We can see here that Stater Labs has two very prominent audits known as PeckShield and Halborn. And if you stake your Fantom, it's going to be 13.5% APY. Now, this is actually liquid staking, meaning now that we have our staked Fantom, right, we can go ahead and explore the Fantom ecosystem and do some more DeFi strategies with it. One option with your staked Fantom is you can come over here to Beethoven, which is an official friendly fork of the Balancer project. You can see here you can pair as Fantom with Urine Fantom, right? You're going to need 50% more Fantom to make this a 50-50 pair, but you're going to earn 38% APR, which is pretty nice. You can also come over here to Spirit Swap and do a very similar thing, right? Pair Fantom with Wrap Fantom, you're earning a 15% base APR, but if you're a big fan of Spirit Swap and you have locked it up, you can go ahead and boost your APR for almost 35%. And that goes ahead and wraps up this video. We went over so much. We went over all these different ecosystems on how to stake your crypto, earn a little bit more passive income, and then go ahead and explore these different DeFi strategies. And if you ever have any question on how to use any of these DeFi strategies, make sure to follow me on Twitter and shoot me a message. Come join my Discord. It's free. We have a great community and we would love to help you. But I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Cheers and happy farming.